Hello and welcome back to the Void, everyone. Sorry, when I first started this video, it corrupted just a little bit into it. So, we're back with Slay the Princess today. And, as I mentioned just before, you guys didn't ever see that, but, an update for the game came out called the Pristine Cut. So, I think there might be more endings and more things to do now. So, we're back in it. And there are a lot of endings in this game. Way more than I thought. And I learned that as you progress through this game, endings you have already completed will get grayed out and you won't be able to click them anymore. So there won't be able to repeat any endings. So we just got to keep playing. And I like this game, so we're going to keep going. Now, we just asked why we would go... Yeah. Asking...
Linger on the specifics.
Yeah, we're asking how she can destroy the world.
Do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Is that so, Mr. Narrator? Yeah.
I appreciate the mental exercise we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
How dare you?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
It seems like that might be the case.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Yeah? Let's hear it.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. There's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Is that so? Let's see. Let's go this.
We'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Yeah, sounds like you, buddy.
And every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Yeah, let's talk to her.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That is typically the job description.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't want to ignore him, though. He seems right. More right than you, guy. Here we go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Yeah.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, let's see about that. Let's take the blade.
Take the blade from the table.
Let's go. We have a knife now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if
she is
she's
in
the one
charge
down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yeah?
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Yeah, well, I haven't forgotten.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Who knows?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nah, well, that's what one guy tells me.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
I don't
She
trust
makes a
you.
compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look, don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
That is true. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah, I think so.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Unarmed. Yeah, well, guy,
We'll be fine.
we will be
Don't know what
fine.
you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Calm your tits, man.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Well, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Alright, cunt.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Shut up.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Shut up.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Because a voice in my head is yelling at me.
Believe me.
No.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out
I
of
am
it.
willing to trust
That's
you.
just the dynamic of our situation.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Don't just tell her that.
Shut up, narrator.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Yeah?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
They have not.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
Shut up, narrator.
Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Yeah?
Fine. What do you want to know?
I want to keep...
You can't. Don't.
Shut up.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
Yeah.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge. She isn't suggesting what I
Yeah, I
choose.
think she is.
Oh, have you decided?
You know why.
Yeah, I'm... Huh, I didn't expect that as an...
That seems like a pretty good comp. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal...
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
I-
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to
Interesting.
make a choice. I know it's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Yeah.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the...
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
That's
Slip these chains. She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
No.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Back off, nerd.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Alright, let's do this.
Close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay.
Yeah.
We can make the... You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
No, I'm okay.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
I don't...
Sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Yeah.
She violently rattles the door. You do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
I do not.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Oh, let's go with
Be
this.
innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
That is fair.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Yeah.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Hi.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops work. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your
I'm
toes
sorry
go
about that. It's really
then
not
your
my
feet.
fault.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Uh-huh.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Please don't.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look
I don't like your eyes.
green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
No, not really.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, shit. This is good. I like this.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay her.
Uh-huh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh. Okay.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone.
And why can she end the
skilled
world?
And courageous as yourself.
I don't
If he
trust
doesn't
it.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh.
Yeah.
What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Shut up.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time...
Yeah, that's not true.
Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Yeah, sure.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah? Okay, let's hear it. Bring it on, guy.
Let's say for a moment that this really is. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to
You know more than
me.
you're
We
letting
can't
on.
trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
That's fair.
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment.
Yeah.
Well, then congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
that's
Your
not gonna work.
solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I don't think they did.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started.
That is true.
Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I have no idea.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us?
He wants to kill us.
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can. Just be quick about it.
Okay.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Interesting.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
That is so not true.
People locked her in that basement.
Which people?
I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
No, things need to be complicated here.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
Yeah, that's a good
Not to
question.
sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my
I
word.
don't.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
That's fair.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and no, you should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're
Really?
the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I kinda like being special. Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
Yeah.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting.
Let's see.
Good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found.
Yeah, let's leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around?
Okay,
There
Yeah.
won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever. Fine.
back off.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
I do.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. You're
Yeah.
really keen on wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, let's just keep turning around and getting...
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the...
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Bye.
What's going on? Where are we?
Hmm.
It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
Hey. Okay. Hey, what the fuck? Hmm. Ah!
You're
What?
on a path. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Well, we're back to the beginning, so...
I'm talking about the end.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules.
Fine, let's just...
Good. As long
let's
as you
just-
remain focused on your goal, you make your way. We're not going to go. Ignore him.
I'm just gonna... speed run through and just kill her straight out. Because I don't think I've ever
Interior
done
of the
that.
blade is your.
Yeah. Take the blade.
You
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool you.
Yeah, it's this one.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here.
Yeah,
I
okay,
was-
so it's...
She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to
Yep.
kill me or something?
You step forward.
Oh, no talking then? Fine. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the... So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I...
Unarmed. If you hesitate now,
Kill her.
you lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Okay, that was
Oh.
brutal.
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Apparently not!
Convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's
That's...
over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. Is it over? It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should
Yeah.
make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Yeah.
I really don't think you should do that. And why
Shut up.
shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is...
Let's check the blade.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse. Even though you know you're not going to find one. We
Yep.
definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into... Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another.
Shit!
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Nice teeth! Ah, fuck.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Oh, fuck.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Yeah.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
Doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, that's good. Oh, the razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Interesting.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Yeah. Sure, buddy. First time, eh? Well,
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
yeah, let's keep it a
This
secret
whole
from him.
thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death. Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
That is not true.
That's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. Those are two very different. If you're back here, we mostly. If she. But congratulations. And I believe your other question was something. Had you screwed? At least you. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're.
That's the spirit. Just keep.
Let's head to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
It couldn't be more
Sure.
than the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know
You
what
are.
to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
That's
Just
true.
Stay focused and you'll be fine.
Let's go to the cabin. Let's see how this goes.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade. The blade is your You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
That's
What are
not
you
true.
talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
There was.
Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Yeah. Cheated. You're pretty right.
Very different. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yeah, we have.
focus up.
Take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Yeah. Alright, cheated. You're a bit much, man. Keep it together,
The
man.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what's...
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
Yeah.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across her grating voice carried.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
There is.
She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of
Hello.
comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
You look more pleasant than last time.
She remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Oh, yeah?
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threat.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Alright, bitch.
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
Yeah, surely you would.
Don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Uh-huh.
You go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Dumbass, she said
It's like
that.
the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember.
She does.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimensional.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a lot of options here. Alright, let's save here. Okay, yeah.
That doesn't sound like me.
I
No.
have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
That is true.
She certainly feels threatening.
Mhm.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the... But you know who is armed? But I'm
Narrator.
all the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Narrator, calm your tits, man.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop.
Calm your fucking tits, bro. We're working on it.
What? No! No!
Uh-huh.
You are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Yeah.
How many more times does she have to vaguely We're clearly still figuring out our angle. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yes.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk, and maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. I have my fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you...
Dude.
A knife? What are you talking about? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a...
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from...
But look at this.
Interesting.
Hands! Hands that don't have any...
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes...
And empty sleeves, too. Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Mm-hmm.
Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like...
I think I've said my piece. I think we all have. But if you...
Uh-huh. Alright.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach.
Yeah, I don't like that
You
either.
hear the horrible sound. Who's
Yep.
me? Not ours. Hers, then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hehe.
You got a fucking sword!
Drops to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Ah.
You're going to die now.
Holy
With a
shit!
quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that.
Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods.
Are we not?
That if we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Yeah.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered shapes.
Haha! We got control now, bitch!
Excuse me, what just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Yeah.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts.
Okay, guys, calm down.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Twice.
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Yeah.
Let's just stay focused. The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade. We take it.
Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the...
This feels right. We just have to keep our...
That's right.
Uh-huh.
We've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
There's no door.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door.
You do know there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again. It isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even...
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If
Mm-hmm. Let's approach the mirror.
you make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it.
You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care.
Yeah. Let's wipe the mirror.
You
Ah.
forward and place your hand on the door to the basement.
And the mirror's gone. Surprise.
It's fucking
It was
gone.
never there. Just an
Unless it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. This is all gonna go real well for us.
step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She
I can
gives you
see
a
that you're
wry
sharp,
smile.
bitch.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Yeah.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead.
Yeah, let's bring it on.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing
Yeah.
bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Well, we didn't know.
Past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Okay, hunted.
Your internal
Oh, shit.
cooking is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Bring it on.
Going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yep.
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Fight.
I guess we have a weapon.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm in. Let's do this.
She's going to kill us.
Chill out, broken.
If we die, right? Then we can try again next time.
Yeah.
Bad idea. But it's not like any of you listen to.
Nope.
Yeah, no more moping. We're gonna fight her, and we're gonna win.
Yeah, sure.
Blade poised to strike you, charge the princess.
Yeah, bring it on.
Oh, so you do want to fight, huh? Okay. Yes, I love this. Try to stab me. Try to stab me and see what happens.
Yeah, alright.
We can make this work. Yes, if we pay attention, we won't die.
That is true.
If we don't,
Shut up.
you and the princess exchange a flurry of blows, and you manage to narrowly avoid death several times.
Okay.
Finally, you see it. An opening. It's
Ah!
quick. Don't take
No, screw that. Ours. Ours. I called it. It's ours, and we're taking it.
Take it.
You take it. But as you close in, yet another blade erupts from the princess. You have no time to react before you feel it sliding through your rib. Trick.
Ah,
I knew
fucking
it.
cunt.
What? From where?
From her knee, apparently.
Ah.
Oh, too slow.
Oh,
You
that's
fucking
bullshit. Bloody unfair.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, for the sake of the world, fair doesn't factor into this. Another. Ow.
Yikes.
Ribbons! I'm going to make you ribbons. This is so much fun and I want to celebrate.
It would have worked if we just stabbed her harder.
Hey, what's up, stubborn?
Oh, a new one of us. I
Yeah.
think it only happens when we die. Did we die?
I don't think so.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Calm down, broken. Stubborn, get back in here.
Dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This
Yeah.
is horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This
I
is
don't know.
4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Yeah?
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas and I love that.
I'm sure you do, crazy lady.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Bring it on.
Whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
That is so not gonna
We
work.
don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. Yeah, I'll pass on. As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get...
Bring it on.
Come on, show me something new.
That. Yeah, bring it. Ah.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's
Yeah.
more of us. Let's see if that helps. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Yeah, sure.
You're cute.
Do you see that? We almost had her.
We did.
Was luck, but we only have to get lucky once. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter how many times this takes. Okay, let's go. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Yeah.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay,
We are.
okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
I'm sure.
Skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? You're right. One last time. That's all.
Yeah, we got.
None of this is working. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Hmm. Okay.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
That is true.
What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead.
Yeah, don't do that.
It'll be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I'm up.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp? Sure, I can think of a better way to die. Yeah, they're all the same. How about we
Okay.
stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Yeah, let's do
There are
that.
Entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? How about you stick to describing things? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Yeah, alright.
We heroically stride through the door and towards our... Fine by me. It's more of a slide. Fine, I'll just shut up. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this? Don't care, just want to win.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the...
You know, this last time I killed you and you didn't pop right back up again?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
That's fair.
I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Yeah?
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for...
Are you gonna say what she does? Oh! Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
That is fair.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her
Holy shit!
walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
Holy shit indeed!
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
You've got some interesting taste, but whatever, man.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Interesting.
We can throw her out the window.
There's no window down here.
Painful.
It did, in fact, look
How
painful.
is she still alive?
Fair.
Heart's still beating. That's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existence.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right.
Empty my mind.
Happened? It's so quiet.
Oh, okay. Empty.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Yeah? Okay, you... Ah!
You're incredible.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Got her! Okay. Hello? Ah! Hello, goddess. How's it going?
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yeah?
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a map. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart.
You probably will.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Interesting.
You are the only thing I have ever known. The
Interesting.
space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That is fair.
I know only that they are.
Yeah.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I do not know.
Thoughts without connections. A dim
Okay.
and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Yeah.
I think that you are like me.
Yeah. Okay.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. I'm sorry. I promise that it doesn't hurt. She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Yeah, alright.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I suppose not.
Nothing. There is no exit. but this vessel is a creature of perception. Bring me more perspectives, so...
Yeah, let's
she
forget.
asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will try. Ah, fuck. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, as always, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. But for now, we will return to the void, and I will wish you all good night.
Of that cabin